The following program is an Ocamedia community-produced episode of Oregon Life. We would like to thank our sponsors, the Oregon Brooklyn Optimist Club and the Oregon Freemasons. We are proud to have you as our sponsors.
Hello, I'm Emma, and I'm the owner and operator at Bad Art Co. So we are a mom and pop shop here in Oregon with the founding principle that creativity is for everyone and it's good for everyone. So we're called Bad Art Co. because making art is good for you, even if you think you're bad at it, even if you don't identify as an artist. And we've built a business with that in mind. Creativity plus community really are important aspects to humans, to all humans. And we love Oregon. My husband Mark and I run the space. It's been a long time dream of mine to open a space like this, kind of unique. We're doing a lot here. So we are an art studio first and foremost, and we offer kind of non-traditional classes for the most part. Some traditional, watercolor basics, oil pastel basics, but a lot more unique things, enjoying the creative process than necessarily making a masterpiece, although most people end up really happy with what they make. And we are family friendly until about 8 p.m. So it's a space that you can come and enjoy with your children and have an activity that you can do together and bond and try something new. And we have a full bar, so that can help for parents when they want to come in and be creative, but they have reservations because they don't feel like they're an artist. I heard for many years the same comment. I'd be tending bar, and guests would ask what I'm interested in or what I do, and I'd always say, well, I like to make art. And I'd say 9 times out of 10, they'd say the same thing, which was, oh, I'd love to make art, but I'm bad at it. And that really got me thinking, like, so what? We've always known that creativity is good for humans, but now we really have more science to explain it. The science of neuroaesthetics explains what making art and what being around art does to our brains. It's pretty cool. Lowers cortisol, the stress hormone, which most people know that increased cortisol leads to a huge variety of other health issues. And so when we can lower the stress hormones and increase the happy hormones, we can literally help our physical selves, our physical health, as well as our mental health. There's a lot more research being done on what the creative arts, engaging in therapeutic arts, can do for folks who's struggling with mental health issues, which are so common now. We have a really complex society, so it makes sense. We're not really sitting down to be with ourselves or to be creative, which really humans are all naturally creative. It's how we evolved to be so complex, is that capacity for creativity. So when we don't have that in our lives, there's something missing, just the same as when we don't get fresh air or enough water or enough sleep, move our bodies, eat vegetables. All those things are really important, and so is creativity. So we want to help with that here, and we offer classes. We also have open studio. Whenever we're open, you can come in and make art independently. It's $10, there's no time limit, just have fun. There's tons of supplies included. And you can purchase extras if you want, but you don't have to. You can bring in something that you're working on if you want, that's totally fine. Bring in some snacks, and just enjoy being creative in a space without the distractions of laundry or Netflix or dogs or kids or anything like that, or having to clean up your mess, or maybe you don't have the supplies, and just all these barriers people have for making art, we're trying to break them down here. Additionally, community is super important, so we're kind of combining the two. We have art events, but we also have bingo night, live music, the occasional comedy show or DJ night. So we're trying different things just to have a fun variety of community building things that we can all enjoy in Oregon. So it's for everybody, the space is for everybody. Young, old, in between, it doesn't matter if you just moved here, you've been here forever, we want you to join this community. And about 8 o'clock, we become more of an adult-only space. We do have a full bar, so that's kind of the time for that. If people want to come in and not make art and enjoy a beverage, that's totally okay. You can make art anytime, or never make art, but being in the creative space is really nourishing, and being with other people who are supportive, positive people, which we are here, is also very nourishing. So we wanna provide that. So after I kept hearing the same thing, that I'd love to make art, but I'm bad at it, I was thinking, I don't agree with this. How can I learn more? And why is this something that I feel is a core value of mine to kind of share with people? Well, why is it so important? What can I do about it? So I went back to school. I went to college in, it'd be my late 20s, after I had been in the service industry for a good decade. And I went to Edgewood College, got my bachelor's degree in art therapy and some minors in psychology and studio art. And I loved that experience, learning more about how the creative arts benefit everybody, kids to adults, especially adults though. And I'm fascinated with, seem to lose that interest in art because we think it doesn't serve us. We can't profit from it. We feel guilty for doing it because we should be doing something else. And these really common themes, even with people who, when they were younger, really identified as artists. Especially with people who never felt they were, and maybe they weren't encouraged properly or didn't have the resources. But I'd really like to show everybody that you are an artist, regardless of whether you think you are. And this idea of bad art doesn't really exist. So we either say, make bad art, it's good for you, or there isn't bad art at all. We tend to be really critical of ourselves with that, and I like to provide a safe space where people can not be so critical, and they can see, you know, the beauty of the work they're creating, and the beauty of slowing down and being intentional in the moment, using the art materials to express yourself in a way that words can't usually. Something very human and beautiful about making art. Even if you never finish the piece, which I'm guilty of as an artist. So Edgewood College was fantastic and set the foundation for me that art is important. I want to pursue this. I stopped at the bachelor's degree because of some life situations and not sure where I wanted to take my career path. By this point, I'm at almost 20 years in the service industry and had a foundation of managing and helping other folks open spaces, and I did enjoy that, so I didn't want to throw that away. Plus, there is a certain bureaucracy to therapy. It can be hard for some people to access, so I chose not to pursue the master's degree yet, still time, and instead open Bad Art Co., which I'd been dreaming about by this point for 15 years, and got that bachelor's degree in art therapy. So I had the foundation, skill set, and some knowledge to be able to be an expert, and not just kind of have an idea, but really educate myself. So Bad Art Co. is bringing together my experience in the service industry and my bachelor's degree in art therapy, and then tons of personal reading I've done because I'm so fascinated by it, So we're bringing those things together in this space, and that's how that came to be.